Hi McHarrys staff member, it's Chris here from ChalkChip Digital with another video tutorial to show you how you can edit the McHarrys website. Now the last two videos that hopefully you've watched, number one is how you edit an existing timetable, number two is how you create a new timetable, and then the logical progression from that is how you create major stops and how you create routes. Because we can edit, when we're editing a timetable, we can obviously choose existing routes and existing major stops, but what happens if we've created an entirely new timetable and we have an entirely new major stop or an entirely new route? Well, this is where we go and we do it. So we've got this this test timetable here. It's Route 104, and we actually want to add a new major stop and associate it with this particular post, this particular timetable. So what we do is we first go over here to major stops, and I'm going to click on this. And again, similar options when you're creating or editing an existing timetable. You can view all the major stops, or you can add a new major stop. So if we click all major stops, it will show us all the major stops that exist. If we click new, it will allow us to create a new one. So if we click all, again, it's a very, very similar process, that similar to the way the timetables work, pages work, posts work. You can edit them, you can quick edit them, you can delete them. If you click edit, it's simply a case of editing that particular major stop. So editing the information and the content that's in there. So it's not difficult at all. You use the VO layout builder to edit it. You drop and drag elements in, boxes, content. There's video on that, a more generic video that you can watch to learn how to do that. It's very, very simple. It's not difficult at all. So you can look how you do that and then make sure that you publish it afterwards as well. And then you can link to it. That's how you edit an existing major stop. It's very similar to how you edit a page. In fact, it's identical how you edit a page. And if you want to create a new major stop, again, it's a very similar process. You simply give it a name, test stop. You click this button here, Advanced Layout Builder. That gives you access to these tools here. And then you simply create your content. So you can add a box in, and then you can simply add some text in, and you can add a title in. Again, the other video covers how what all these elements are and how they work. Then you can go ahead and create a two-column layout and add some information in here, so on and so forth. Add it all in, and then once you're done, you simply click up here and click Publish, and the test stop will then become available as a major stop that you can choose from. So I'm going to click Publish. It's going to publish it, and the test stop obviously is here under the link. And then I'm going to go back to my stop over here, and I'm just going to update this. And then we'll see the major stop as available, whereas previously it wasn't, because obviously it wasn't created. So once this is finished loading, finished thinking, we're going to go down all the way down to major stops. And then let's add a new one in, and all the way down here, sorry. And we're going to click here, and we're going to find the test one. Test stop, there you go. Now it's going to link to that test stop, and we give it a title. We can call this again whatever we want, because you can have multiple major stops with different titles. And then you simply click Add Row. Then once it's added, I just add an extra row. Go up the top and click Update. That's how you create another major stop. Now, what happens if you want to create a new route? Now, this is a little bit different, and a little bit more complicated, because generally speaking, routes you're not going to be creating them very often. But if you do want to create them, you certainly can. That's not an issue. The way that you do that is simply by going over here to timetables and then hovering over here and clicking routes. And this is where you'd add a new one. So you can add a new one by simply going over here, clicking on routes, and it will take you to the routes page. And then you can simply give the route a name. So it could be, I don't know, Barwon. And then the slug is basically the URL portion of it. So if I click on Ballerine Peninsula, you'll see here, when it loads correctly. That's not actually going to do that. It's going to be mcharrys.com.au/Ballerine Peninsula, like this. That's the slug. So if you just leave it, it will automatically generate the slug. It's not an issue. You can click Add New Route, and then essentially it will become available up here. And any content that you associate with that route will be available in that section. So that's how you create routes and major stops. Very, very simple. Very, very easy. Again, if you have any questions, or feel free to contact ChalkChip. We're more than happy to help. 1-800-808-841, and we can help you out. Or you can email support@chalkchip.com.au. Thank you. Bye.